Your vote matters. We continue with preparations and security with the Electoral Commissioner, Simon Sinai, and the Police Commissioner, David Manning. Police, of course, will be deployed, and soldiers, the security personnel, if you like, in the elections will be deployed everywhere. And I'm sure you will have mapped out where you need the most in certain areas of the country. Just give us an overview of where is an area that is likely to be hostile, where is an area that's more peaceful.
Okay, well, our plans have very much been influenced by our intelligence and risk assessments, and it has been a consistent trend in the last two elections that there are certain areas of the country that require very much all hands on deck, so maximum number of force personnel to be on the ground to ensure that the democratic process of elections is unhampered and unhindered. There are other parts of the country that require just a presence just to assist the Electoral Commission to deliver, but not. It's more just a presence. Whereas if I can be quite blunt here, our region in the Highlands has in the past elections have caused concern for myself currently and my predecessors, and as such our security plans reflect that concern, and of course that concern is justified by our intelligence and risk assessments. The idea, without going into detail, because our plans, our security plans continue to be, they are very fluid, and of course would rather keep them closely guarded until we deploy. But the idea is that the least problematic provinces, or least challenging provinces, go to the polls and are completed before we start focusing on the challenging environment of those problematic provinces.
Yeah. But your policemen are also, we're getting reports that they're also out there carrying out awareness. Is that
awareness is key, and the Electoral Commission will talk to this a bit later on. But we feel that our security plans is not, and sorry, let me backtrack a bit. Contrary to popular belief, security forces do not run the elections.
No. And that's got to be clear. People need to understand
that has to be absolutely clear.
Yes.
What we are responsible for is to ensure that there's a safe and conducive environment for the Electoral Commission to conduct the elections.
Right.
There has been, of course, very serious allegations and accusations on members of the forces in the past elections that we've tried to influence the process. And let me assure our citizens out there that we will do our level best to ensure that does not happen this time round. But in as far as our role, and that is to protect the process and contribute to maintaining the integrity of the process.
Absolutely. So the Highlands is a hot spot.
The Highlands is
no doubt about that. I mean, it has been in past elections. It will be this time. It will be next time.
Sorry, John, just going back to the awareness and the community engagement, that is very much key to our success, because this isn't an election for security personnel. Yes, as citizens, yes, it is for us to a certain extent, but the successful and peaceful conduct of the elections is very much a shared responsibility between those of us who are responsible for delivering the elections and those who will participate, whether as observers, as voters, and very much so the voters. I mean, in order to guarantee a high degree of success in delivering these elections, we appeal to all our people around the country, regardless whether you're in the Highlands or on the coast or in the islands, that this is an electoral process that we all have to make it our business to safeguard and secure and ensure that it is a.
Yeah.
It is a.
And I think that needs to be emphasized. See, out there in the polling booth, you're going to have police and defense force in some cases. It can be intimidating. So people need to know that they're there to ensure that there is calm and normalcy when they go to vote, and they do so in a peaceful environment.
Yes, and that's why we have a very robust community engagement and awareness program that's being done. We go back to our ability to conduct our election preparation as we did in the past, and of course that's very much dependent on budgets.
Yeah.
This time around, we've actually reached out to both faith-based NGOs and other NGOs to take up that responsibility for us. You know, these are organizations that have high standing in the communities, and to deliver that message on behalf of the Electoral Commission and the security forces is we see a lot of advantages there. And they've been very, very helpful in conducting it. And of course, where we can in our normal day-to-day business, members of the forces have been instructed to go and play their part as well.
Okay. Let me ask you this.
Yes.
Some members of the police force, of the security forces, have, and there has been some concern expressed out there, that they are tagged towards either sitting members, and some of the ministers have got policemen surrounding them, going to campaigns and going around right now, if you will. Can you just specify who is entitled to that kind of protection, who isn't, and particularly at the time of an election, who is entitled to who is not?
Okay. So in as far as the constabulary is concerned, unless you're a sitting PM or former PM, sitting opposition leader, Chief Justice, the Governor General. Right. There's very little other persons outside of this very small group of people that are entitled to a continued police protection.
Yeah, that's provided for by law.
By law, yes.
All the others are not.
All the others aren't. So once Parliament rises, then those certain arrangements, those particular arrangements, for one reason or another, that's been accorded for to other members of Parliament, that the expectation is that those arrangements will cease.
Cease.
Yes.
Okay.
And and we dial back and focus on delivering the elections, and it is not. I don't expect any members of the force, whether it be police, or defence, or correctional services, to attach themselves to members of Parliament. Or
should there be an incident that does occur? What is the recourse? What is the redress?
Well, we've had similar situations in the past, and we do act very swiftly. And of course, I've personally been involved in a couple of incidences in 2017 and 2012 elections where certain members of the force, or the police force, were disarmed and basically locked up for not adhering to the Commissioner's directions at that time, and that position hasn't changed.